the arrest and the homicide that occurred 27 years ago involving April Rhodes, who was 7 years old at the time. The homicide occurred in the 2100 block of Stat Street. The basic background on this story is that her mother woke up that morning, found that she was gone, and called the police to report her missing. A search of the immediate area discovered April's body in a shed at a house nearby. At the time, you know, we took DNA samples. The coroner took DNA samples, and the technology has evolved over the time since then, and also laws have changed to the situation we have now, where in most states, sex offenders, and in some states, all felons have to give DNA samples. In this case, there was a situation where Reno police were investigating a similar type of case, and they had requested our DNA sample. That happened in 2009, and I gave some updates to some of the media in town regarding the case at that time. At that time, we did not have any known male that matched the DNA samples that were taken from April at the time that the crime occurred. In October of last year, we got a match for the case. The match was for the person that's been arrested in this case, and his name is Jasper Everett Goddard. He's 61 years old. He lives in Missouri. Once we had the DNA match, our detectives obviously concluded that he was our primary suspect and continued the investigation. You could say reopened the case, although homicide cases really are never closed. But there was more emphasis on it at that point. We found out that the suspect, Mr. Goddard, had lived 2 doors away from April at the time the homicide occurred. So once the officers had made a good case and had probable cause to believe Mr. Goddard was the suspect in the case, they requested a warrant and obtained a warrant here in Clark County for his arrest for sexual assault and murder. It was our intention to arrest him in person. However, an alert police officer in Ozark, Missouri, doing his job, stopped Mr. Goddard in a traffic stop for just a simple traffic violation, and discovered the warrant and arrested him on the warrant at that time. Subsequent to his warrant, Mr. Goddard was interviewed in jail in Missouri, and he remains there under arrest for the homicide and awaiting extradition to Nevada.